Hi guys, this is Stacy from Underdog Wellness. I had a request for some lower body exercises that were in the Ballet Barre realm. I don't have a lot on my site yet, and this is called back dancing. This is one that we do a lot in the class that I teach, the Ballet Barre class. So if you're taken it or you've heard it before, you might have just groaned. Most people do. But I think it's a lot of fun. I find that it's very effective for your glutes, your booty, your inner thigh, outer thigh, calves even a little bit, hamstrings, quads, and abdominals just a little bit. So I always say we work all those areas, and if you feel those muscles working, fantastic. However, if while we're doing these exercises you feel your low back and it's painful, you need to stop. You could do this exercise with your bottom on the ground. You don't have to lift up into that bridge position, especially if your low back is bothering you. Most likely the reason your low back is bothering you is that you don't have your abdominals all the way pulled in. So you might be pooching your belly out, which causes your lower back to arch, which is going to put all the pressure right into that low back. So we don't want that. So that's my tip for you if you do feel this in your low back. But if you continue even on the floor or once you're pulling those abdominals, and if you still feel your low back taking over, please stop and send me a message asking for help, and we'll see if we can figure that out. Okay? So like I said, we should feel it everywhere, including abdominals, but not the back. Okay. So first thing we want to do, we're going to make sure we have a ball with us, and it should be fairly small. It's not a basketball or anything like that, but it's also not a tennis ball. We want it to have a little bit of squish and a little movement. You can get these, something like this at, I got this off Amazon, but you can get something from Dick's Sporting Goods or any place like that in the fitness section, or even a child. It might be a little smaller than this. It's a child's ball. They usually have like Avengers and Iron Man and Cinderella on them, okay? Those can work pretty well also. A lot of times they're fully inflated, so they don't have any squish. You can see that this ball has some squish, but it'll still work for what it is that we're going to do, okay? So first thing we're going to do is lay down. So once we do that, you want to check and see if you're a woman and you have a ponytail on the back of your head. Check and see if you're able to lay your head down so that the back of your head touches your mat. I know that may sound silly, but we don't want our chin jammed into our chest and our back in an uncomfortable position. We don't want to compromise the neck when we're trying to work all of this, okay? So make sure that you do that. Also, you may have the tendency to want to look at the camera. Try not to. I try to be very clear in my cueing, so especially after you've done this a couple of times, try to look straight ahead so that you always keep that neck in that safe position, okay? We're going to keep our feet, so we want to kind of lift and lower our pelvis and make sure our low back feels comfortable. And we're going to keep our feet, they can walk in just a little bit. We don't want them right up onto our glute, okay? We want to have a little bit of space there. And when we lift into the bridge, we pretty much want to end up to start with our knee over our ankle joint, roughly in that position. We're eventually going to do these a couple of times where the legs get further and further away, so you don't want to start with them too far away, okay? The ball is going to go between your knees, and when I say the knee, I don't mean the actual joint. I mean a little higher up where you've got some meat. And I know in this position it's actually a little lower down, but it's higher up on the leg, okay? So you're going to give that a squeeze, and you want to keep that nice and tight so already we get the pelvic floor and the inner thigh engaged. Arms are going to be by our sides. We're going to keep our shoulders open. Collarbones are open, so our shoulders in some ways almost grip the mat, but it's not an intense, tight sort of feeling. Arms are by our sides. We've got our palms and our forearms touching. This is where we start. We're going to rock the pelvis towards us. I'm going to move that arm so you can see. We rock the pelvis so the belly really scoops out. We roll it away. We rock it towards us. We roll it away. And that back lifts up just a little bit. You can kind of see there's some space there, okay? And it really depends on your back. Some people have more of a sway back. Some people are a little bit more flatter. But we just kind of rock and roll here. We're testing out, we're getting the abs engaged, being able to pull those abdominals in, and also checking to see how the low back feels at this point in time. All right, so from here, we're going to peel ourselves up and down. 2, 3. So I'm going to do the whole thing in real time. I hate it when someone says, do that for 8 reps, but they only did 2. I'm going to work out along with you, so you'll always have the cueing, and we're going to hold this up position. So if you think about an old typewriter that with that side to side action, that's exactly what we're going to do with our hips. We're going to stay lifted without dipping them. So we go side to side, side to side, side to side. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold it right there.
Okay, we're going to pulse that ball. So we're going to squeeze the ball. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then hold it. Keep your booty high. We're going to pulse that. So 16 of those. We pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold. Good. So we're going to go ahead and tilt the pelvis. So we tilt, release, tilt, release. So you try to keep yourself as high as you can, squeezing that ball, and we just kind of tilt and release, tilt and release. 2, 1. Good. So figure 8. We dip it around and up, dip it around and up, dip it around and up, dip it around and up. Keep going. 7, 8. Now reverse it. So you kind of go the other way. There's a bit of a learning curve there because sometimes you start doing the exact same thing you were just doing. And some people in my classes are still like, there's no opposite direction. There is. It just takes a while. All right, now hula hoop. It's a circle around and a circle around and a circle around. And you keep squeezing that ball. While you do this, abs are pulled in the whole time. They should be nice and flat or even scooped in. Reverse. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Arms go up. Back dancing. So you go a little crazy. You can move those arms if you want to. And I suggest, I didn't have any music with it because I wanted you to be able to hear the cues, but put on your favorite tunes while you're doing this, whatever that happens to be for you, and just go nuts. And release. I know it may seem weird, especially if you're sitting here on Facebook just watching this and going, well, this is stupid. Try it. All right, so the next thing we do, if you notice, I walked my feet a little further away. We do the whole thing again, okay? So we lift it up and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold it up. We go side to side. Typewriter. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Pulse the ball. So we squeeze. It's not super fast. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold it tight. Pulse it again. Pulse. 2, 3, 4. These are fast. 7, 8, and 8. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold. Good. So figure 8. Down and around. Down and around. 4. And then reverse it. And hold. Good. All right. And then hula hoop, we bring it around. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Reverse it around. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Arms up, back dancing. Go crazy. So the hips shimmy, they shake. You can lift, you can lower. You go nuts with the arms. You can hoop and holler. It's up to you. And lower. Last one. We walk our feet pretty far away, and then we dig our heels into the ground. So make sure your ball feels secure. You're not about to lose it. Toes are lifted. All right? And the further the legs out, the more you're going to start to get it in the calves as well. So we lift it up and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and hold. We go side to side, side to side, side to side. 4, 5, 6, 7, hold 8. Keep it up. Squeeze the ball, squeeze. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, hold, pulse it. Pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Figure 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then reverse it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hula hoop around. 2, 3, 4. Your bottom might be low. It might brush that mat, but just keep lifting it up. And then reverse your hula hoop. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now go crazy. You're not too high. And lower. And then hug those knees in. You can take your ball away and release your back. And wiggle your toes. Rock yourself a little side to side. Check in with that back. And then stretch yourself out. I'm going to have a wall here. But just stretch and release. So you can do that maybe every other day. That really gets into the hamstrings. I was feeling that pretty good there. And that's back dancing. Let me know what you think and subscribe to my channel. There's going to be more abs and bar and legs and Pilates and yoga and smoothie recipes and things like that as I get the channel a little bit more established. So thank you for watching. Have a great day.